If you've ever wanted to make money from home on your own time, then bookkeeping may be a really great side hustle or even full-time job that you could do. But what does a bookkeeper actually do, and what does bookkeeping entail? Today, I'm going to walk you through what you could expect to do as a bookkeeper. If you're new here, hey, I'm Marissa, and here we talk about family finance and how you can budget, save, and make more money for your family. And one of the ways that I love making money for my family is through being a virtual bookkeeper. Now, I personally do have a degree in accounting, and I worked in accounting before I stepped back to be a stay-at-home mom with my sons. But in the last year, I have taken up bookkeeping as a way to bring in some consistent monthly income for my family and have it still work around my schedule so that I can be home with my kids. Now, I do have a background in accounting, but you don't need to have an accounting background to be a bookkeeper. So if you're not an accountant, don't let that scare you away. Let's talk about what being a bookkeeper looks like kind of more on the day-to-day and the types of tasks that you can be expected to do as a bookkeeper. And before we jump into it, I do want to let you know that I have a course called Next Level Bookkeeper, where myself and my colleague Andrew, who is a CPA, walk you through how to do bookkeeping tasks and launch your own bookkeeping business, including finding clients so that you can grow your virtual bookkeeping business from home. I will leave a link to that course down in the description box below, and you can check it out there. I also have a free bookkeeping guide down below as well, where you can learn more about bookkeeping, what it may entail, and if it's right for you, because I'm gonna say it's not right for everyone. Like I mentioned, I love bookkeeping because it's been a really great way to bring in consistent monthly income for my family while still having the flexibility to work when it works in my schedule, which is usually when my kids are asleep. And also, I really love the tasky kind of work that comes with bookkeeping. The final product that you as a bookkeeper are providing for your client is to have timely and accurate financial reports. And to do so, you have to do a bunch of these tasks during the month, and all of those feed into those reports that you provide to your client. So the first kind of task that you would be doing is categorizing income and expenses. Now, every business is going to have income coming in, expenses going out, and those numbers need to be tracked for IRS purposes along with receipting. All of these transactions do need to be kept organized for IRS purposes. So your job as a bookkeeper is to go in and categorize income and expenses to their proper category. For example, an expense comes in on your client's credit card, and that is from his hotel stay for a business trip. So you categorize this expense as a hotel. You will also upload a receipt into your bookkeeping software and call that a day. The next thing you may do as a bookkeeper is send invoices. Depending on the type of business that your client is in, they may need to have invoices sent to their own clients, and so you can send those invoices for them, and then their business clients would then pay on those invoices. You may also be paying vendors, keeping up on paying bills, kind of like what you do for your personal household finances, you would be doing for your clients. Depending on your client's business and their needs, you may be paying their bills using either a credit card or an ACH or a check. As I mentioned earlier with categorizing income and expenses, another thing you'd be doing as a bookkeeper is receipt tracking, making sure that every expense or income has a receipt or backup to it. It's so important to be keeping accurate receipts for all of these transactions for IRS purposes, and this is something that you can be doing as a bookkeeper. Like I mentioned in our course, Next Level Bookkeeper, we walk you through how to do all of these bookkeeping tasks and launch your own bookkeeping business, and we show you how to do all of these things by utilizing QuickBooks Online. And this is the platform that I use with all of my bookkeeping clients and for my own business personally. And one thing I like about QuickBooks Online is that you can actually just attach a receipt to the expense in the software, so everything can be done virtually. The next thing you'll be doing for your client is running monthly reports. Like I mentioned, the final product that a bookkeeper provides is timely and accurate financial reporting. And this is what you're going to give your client every month, or some very small businesses may want this every quarter. You can run all of these reports within QuickBooks Online, and there are some basic reports like a budget to actual or profit and loss, a balance sheet, and then any other statements that your client may want to see. We show you how to do all of this and interpret these reports, which is very important as a next level bookkeeper within our course. Another thing that you will be doing as a bookkeeper is reconciling bank or card accounts. This is so important to do. It's your little extra check mark to make sure that everything got input into the system before you run those reports. You also will probably be having client meetings and communication with your clients to go over the reporting or answer any kinds of financial questions that they may have about their business. For me personally, I feel like bookkeeping is very similar to managing my own personal household finances, just on a larger scale for a client. And like I mentioned, you can have a pretty flexible schedule as a virtual bookkeeper, such as working around your kids' schedule when they're down for a nap or after they go to bed, or even doing a little bit of work on the weekends. I fit in my bookkeeping tasks for my clients around my kids' schedule, and I love that that allows me to be able to be home with them and be on their schedule as my first priority. I also love the cyclical nature of bookkeeping tasks. There's certain things that you're going to do weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annually, and once you do it once, then it's a lot easier to do it again the next time. So if you've ever thought of becoming a bookkeeper, making a good income from home on your own time, I would highly recommend checking out our course, Next Level Bookkeeper, where we show you how to do all of these tasks that I had mentioned, as well as launching and running your own bookkeeping business and finding clients. And if you're still on the fence about whether or not bookkeeping is right for you, check out that freebie, which I will also have linked below, and that'll help walk you through if bookkeeping is going to be the best option for you, because it is not for everyone. And with that, I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.